Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. WTA Rankings. How things stand after Madison Keys joins Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula in exiting Wimbledon. Madison Keys is the latest top seed to fall during Wimbledon's first week. The 2025 Australian Open champion joins her fellow compatriots Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula as the shocking early exits of this year's championships. Here's how these results will impact the WTA rankings so far. Keys entered the tournament as the 6th seed, and she was in the 8th spot of the WTA rankings. Despite her early exit, she is set to gain 1 spot at the end of the week, climbing to the 7th position, according to WTA Live rankings provided by Live Tennis. Meanwhile, the top of the rankings will stay the same, despite Coco Gauff's first-round loss. The Roland Garros winner will maintain her top 2 spot with 7,439 points. However, Jessica Pegula could lose the 3rd place, depending on IGA Swiatek's run. The Polish star could rise to the top 3 in the rankings if she wins the title. Swiatek's best participation at Wimbledon came in 2023, when she reached the quarterfinals and lost to Elina Svitolina. However, as she was only defending 130 points, have a strong chance to keep recovering in the rankings. However, teenage sensation Mira Andreeva, who reached the 3rd round, also has a chance to win 6,733 points if she lifts the title. Sabalenka could earn even more points to stay at the top. Aryna Sabalenka advanced to the 3rd round of Wimbledon 2025 with a straight sets victory over Marie Buzkova, 7-6, 4, 6-4. The world number 1, who is only defending 130 points, has the opportunity to earn a larger distance from the other players. However, her next match pits her against Britain's Emma Raducanu, who secured a solid 6-3 win over former champion Marketa Vondrousova in the 2nd round. This center court showdown marks Sabalenka's first high-profile test of the tournament, as she remains the sole top 5 women's seed still in competition. Introduction: a rankings rollercoaster in London. Wimbledon 2025 has delivered shockwaves on and off the grass. The early exits of 3 top 5 American players: top seed Coco Gauff, number 2, Jessica Pegula, number 3, and Madison Keys, number 7, in their opening matches has stirred a seismic shift in the WTA rankings narrative. As.com, +15, WashingtonPost.com, +15, BowlerVIP.com, +15. But this drama isn't just about who's in or out at SW19. It's a pivotal moment that could redefine the pecking order across the WTA Tour. 2. High voltage: the big names wiped their slates clean. 2.1 Coco Gauff, world number 2, status quo. Before Wimbledon, riding high after her emotional triumph at Roland Garros, Gauff was comfortably seated at world number 2 with roughly 7,900 ranking points, including 240 on the line. At Wimbledon, an early shocker, Gauff fell in the 1st round to Ukraine's Diana Yastremska. HoustonChronicle.com, +5, WashingtonPost.com, +5, NYPost.com, +5. Ranking impact: with just 10 points for her Wimbledon run and 240 dropping, she sits around 7,670 points, maintaining her number 2 status for now, but with a narrower cushion. USTA.com, +8, BowlerVIP.com, +8, Reddit.com, +8. 2.2 Jessica Pegula, world number 3, on the defensive. Pre-tournament, Pegula held number 3, with approximately 6,483 points and 70 to defend. Tennismajors.com, +2, en.wikipedia.org, +2, Tennismajors.com, +2. Upset: did not make it past round 1, courtesy of Elisabetta Cacciaretto. As.com, +1, en.wikipedia.org, +1. Aftermath: with only 10 points added and 70 lost, she dropped slightly, hovering near 6,420, but her grip on number 3 is no longer ironclad. WashingtonPost.com, +3, Tennismajors.com, +3, Tennismajors.com, +3. 2.3 Madison Keys, world number 7, reality check. Entry rank. Number 7 at about 4,484 points, defending a 240-point third-round finish. en.wikipedia.org. +1. Reddit.com. +1. Early exit. Eliminated in round 1 against Ruse. Fallout. With only 10 points added, she loses 230 points, dropping to nearly 4,254 and sliding to around number 8 or number 9, as projected. 3. Puzzle piece ripples through the rankings table. With these exits, the leaderboard isn't just a shuffle, it's a cascade. Let's break down the key movements. 3.1 Aryna Sabalenka, world number 1. Calm in the eye. Form. Dominant as ever with a massive points lead. Almost equals 11,640. And minimal points to defend. Wimbledon. Progressed into at least the third round, earning modest gains but lowering overall volatility. Outlook. Virtually unassailable at number 1. Poised to widen the gap further during Wimbledon. As.com. +15. BolaVIP.com. +15. The Times CEO.UK. +15. 3.2 IGA Swiatek, world number 5, potential surge. Before, sitting at number 5, for 943, down from a recent high. Sportskeeda.com. +1. Tennisthemajors.com. +1. Grass form. Historically less fluent on grass, she enters as a dark horse with only 130 points to defend. Potential gain. A deep run could spring her directly into the top 3, perhaps even top 2, given her low point defense and massive upside. Golfnews.com. +2. BolaVIP.com. +2. Tennisthemajors.com. +2. 3.3 Jasmine Paolini, Mira Andreeva, and Zheng Qinwen. Paolini, number 4 with 1,300 points on the line and only 10 earned, could tumble. Her grass track record is unpredictable. Reddit.com. +3. en.wikipedia.org. +3. Tennisthemajors.com. +3. Andreeva, number 7, held steady at 4,743 entering Wimbledon. Her run to at least the third round could boost her ranking slightly. BolaVIP.com. Zheng, number 8 unscathed, maintaining around 4,803. en.wikipedia.org. 3.4 The American juggernaut faces setbacks. Once a proud trio in the top 5 Gauff, Pegula Keys, the U.S. now has only one survivor in the traditional power pack at London. Their departures open doors for other challengers. 4. Hourglass Nadun Grasscourt Dynamics. Unpredictability personified. Wimbledon's wild early rounds, where even the elite aren't safe, burst wide the WTA's rigid ranking norms. As.com. +3. USTA.com. +3. Tennis365.com. +3. Grass is its own beast. Fast, flat, susceptible to fickle weather, and ruthless on confidence. A single off day can send ripple effects through ranking tiers, unlocking momentum chances for lesser-known names, often with disruptive consequences. 5. Rocket who stand to gain. 5.1 IGA Swiatek, the clearest beneficiary. A deep run puts her in an enviable position. Her low number of points to defend and softer grass expectations could catapult her into the summit conversation, especially if Sabalenka falters or Gauff's lead dwindles. 5.2 Mira Andreeva, grass blossoming? At just 17, Andreeva has emerged as a packets-on-fire grass specialist. A third round showing already places her in career-best territory. Further progress might breach top 6 territory. 5.3 Emma Raducanu and Alexandra Ila, wildcards with potential. Raducanu, a British favorite capable of spring surprises. Even a modest run could vault her inside the top 40 to 50. Ila, riding the adrenaline of her Miami triumph and recent Fed Cup heroics, a grass upset or two could mark her top 100 debut as more than a flash. Tennisthemajors.com. Tennis365.com. +2. en.wikipedia.org. +2. Tennisthemajors.com. +2. 6. Compass American Identity, a split in momentum. For the U.S., This is a tale of mixed signals. Gauff, the clay queen turned grass, stumbles, raises questions about adaptability and burnout after a punishing schedule. Pegula, a consistent powerhouse, but an early loss reveals grass court vulnerabilities and ranking fragility. Keys, a Grand Slam champion knocking down rankings, a bittersweet moment that highlights both her rise and susceptibility. Such mixed signals may trigger new rivalries and urgency for American women to balance stamina, terrain adaptation, and tactical nuance. 7. Direct hit point loss, ranking resets, and tournament strategies. Wimbledon isn't just about trophies, it's a points factory. With 0 or near 0 returns from first-round exits, the ranking damage stings. Sabalenka, gains, while others bleed equals further advantage. Swiatek, gains are multiply potent with her minimal defense. Paolini, likely point hemorrhage. Time to rethink her grass campaign strategy. Keys, will dip to 254 points, risking top 10 expulsion. en.wikipedia.org. Crafting a comeback requires strategic entries, from U.S. Open slates to additional grass/open clay season events. 8. Crystal ball what tomorrow might hold. Modest scenarios. Swiatek pockets a semifinal, rising to around number 3. Gauff edges forward in U.S. Open series to buttress her position. Pegula reclaims momentum on hard courts, closing in on Gauff. Andreeva catapults into elite status top 6. Wildcard scenarios. Swiatek wins Wimbledon, seizes number 2. Even number 1 if Sabalenka flounders. Raducanu or Ela storms into quarters. Monster ranking jumps. All 3 Americans, Gauff, Pegula, Keys, implode, could tumble several ranking slots simultaneously, reshaping American tennis standings drastically. 9. Memo final thoughts. Wimbledon 2025 isn't simply another Grand Slam. It's a referendum on talent depth, surface adaptability, and the maddening unpredictability of professional tennis. As Gauff, Pegula, and Keys falter early, wider truths emerge.